I'm all done with class now, and I'm headed to the bus to catch the bus back to Res. Class was short because we're having another session at 2 o'clock. I believe I'm gonna arrive late because it's an online class at 2 p.m. Basically going over what we did now. Now it was just the practical stuff, showing us how to do the breast examination as well as the abdominal examination, and I think the class later on will be like theory based.
Kidney really should have moved with respiration. It doesn't have anything to do with the bathroom. Now, you won't be able to get your fingers clean in the costal margin, but kidney has no relation to the costal margin. You should be able to get your fingers between the kidney and the costal margin quite easily. Spleen has a notch, as you might remember from the spleen. The kidney does not. The spleen cannot be blotted. Well, spine percussive urethral structures, one of those are mostly your the chest will be your lungs, obviously, and then the abdomen will be your bowel, your stomach, and then dull sound when you're percussing over a solid structure or something.
Interpret the results for me.
Hi everyone. So I just noticed as I'm ending my vlog, I just noticed as I'm editing that I didn't really talk about what happened on end of block day, and I ended my vlog abruptly. So I just wanted to talk to you guys about what happened on that day and just give you a summary of my surgery block. So on the day of end of block and OSCE, honestly, I was just too nervous to even film or think about filming because I was so scared from hearing all like the stories of end of block is really difficult, and also the OSCE is really difficult, and people like failing or not getting the marks or really getting low marks. The whole time before I wrote the test, I was reading through all my notes. The whole time before I went in for my OSCE, I was reading through my notes, asking people, hey, how was your OSCE? Dun. What did they ask? What did they ask? What did they ask you? Trying to cram everything in the last minute. Like, cram everything I can from what they asked, what they told me they asked them, like, in the last minute. So I was just nervous. But the test didn't go well, guys. I'm very worried about myself. Hey, I really need to read my anatomy again and keep on reading it, because your anatomy, guys, they asked anatomy in surgery. This happened a while back, so I really forgot what type of questions they asked. But I remember they asked a lot of anatomy of the leg, and I didn't cover that well. I focused on anatomy of the breast, and then the anatomy of the leg I really didn't like study that well. I just browsed through it. So they picked the thing I browsed through, and the one that I was like, the one they'll ask a breast, because our OSCE was like about the breast and the abdomen. So I thought they would ask anatomy based on the breast and the abdomen, because that's what our OSCE is about. But no, they asked about the leg in our end of block. Mara, it's fine. I got a very bad mark. Hey, I think I got like 56%. What helped me was my OSCE. With my OSCE, I got really good doctors. But I made sure I got really good doctors myself, because there were 2 doctors for breast and 2 doctors for abdomen, and I made sure I got the good ones, because the other one for breast, they were saying he wants you to know everything, you can't make a mistake, and you know what I'm saying, and it's very stressful. Then the other one, they said he's very laid back, and like he doesn't look scary or ask scary questions. You just go there and tell him what you know, and then do the things, and then it's done. So he was basically laid back, and I was like, no, I want that doctor. I don't want the other one. No, I already have. I don't know why doctors do this. They know we already have anxiety. We have anxiety and fear and nervousness, and then they add on to that. I don't like the type of doctors. So when they said there's a laid back one, he's just chill. Just go there and then do your things, and then ask you a few questions. I was like, yeah, I want that one, because nah, I can't. The other doctor, people, when they came out of there, they were very traumatized, and I was like, no, I'm not doing that. So I made sure in that line that I ended up inside that room, and I did. I made sure. And then when I went inside the doctor for the breast, I didn't even touch the mannequin where we had to like do the breast examination. He just basically asked me questions the whole time. It was English. It was more like an oral exam, and then he asked me like this is like a long time ago, so I can't remember. He asked me basically what are you inspecting when you're looking at the breast, the 3 positions where, like, the 3 positions in which you inspect the breast of a patient. I said what you're looking for, like the type of diseases, how to feel for the lump in the breast, and then how to categorize it. Is it not categorize it? The characteristics of the breast lump. And then he asked me the method I'm going to be using for doing the breast examination. I said I'm gonna go like this. I now forgot what it's called. I think it was the spiral method. I think it's the spiral method. Basically, you start from your nipple and you go outwards. Okay, I can't show you. I'm too late. Basically, go from the nipple. Now, let's say this is my nipple, and then you go outwards like this, in a spiral way until like you reach here, basically the outer quarter of the breast. And then the other ones was like to check by each quarter, but I chose spiral. I think it was called spiral, I just forgot the name, but I said that. And then what else did he ask? I forget, but basically he just asked questions relating to the breast examination and you just answer. And then he gave me a compliment. He said I really know my work, and I was so happy. I was like, yeah, I studied really hard. I was very scared. I made sure I know everything. So then I went out of that one, then I went to go do abdomen. He also asked me not a lot of questions. He basically said, when you're ready, just do what you want to do. And also for abdomen, I made sure I went to the laid back one. But they both said the abdomen people, both the doctors were kind of laid back, but I just chose the other one that got more good feedback from students that I asked. So I went there. And then he said I should just start whenever I'm ready. Then I started, and then I was like, okay, I'm going to start by greeting the patient and standing on the right side and then expecting the patient's general appearance. Then he's like, okay, move on. And then he said, for the stomach, what are you inspecting? And he asked me about the hernias. How do you check for hernias? You basically stand at the end of by the patient's feet and ask the patients to cough, and if something like pops up, the stomach like bulges up, then that's probably a hernia. And then he asked me about the different areas you find hernias, and then I told him. And then he asked after that, he's like, okay, after you do that, what do you do? And then I said, I'll auscultate. And then as I was about to auscultate, he's like, okay, fine, you're done auscultating, and now in gonna give palpate the liver. But there's one organ that if you can't palpate while the patient is laying back, you basically ask the patient to look towards you, like to turn around towards you on their side, and then you put one hand at the back of the patient and one hand on their stomach and like palpate like that. And then he asked me, okay, how do you end the what's this called, the examination? And then I was like, you do a rectal examination. Okay, in the rectal examination, what do you look for? And there I made up things up. I was like, yeah, you check if there's any lumps inside, the fecal consistency. What else did I say? At that moment I was smart. Hey, you see, when you're under pressure, you become smart out of nowhere. Sometimes I said fecal matter, like the consistency. I think I said something about the prostate. I don't even know, okay, if it's a man, the prostate, inflammation of the prostate. And as I was saying, this man was like, okay. And I was like, am I saying guys, anyway. And then what else did I say? I forgot. But yeah, that's what I did. That's how my end of block went. Surgery was a boring block, to be honest. Surgery was boring, and during that time I wasn't even focused on surgery, as I said previously, because I was writing almost every week and I was focusing on the tests that I was supposed to be writing, because those were the tests we were writing before we had to write exams or start exams. So it was saving a semester type of deal, but not really saving a semester, but like trying to end off the semester in a bang, basically. So I was just focusing on my tests. Like, I think I wrote while I was doing surgery. I wrote psych, I wrote pharm, and I wrote anapath. I'm not sure if I also wrote microbiology, but I was just writing here. So when I just attended class because it was mandatory that you attend class, and then after that I didn't touch any book of surgery and just went to study my other work. I also forgot to say, I missed my end of block. I had to catch the end of block with another group. So the week I was supposed to do my end of block, I went that other week because on that week I was really ill. Like, I had flu, as I said, and then it didn't get better. Anyway, it was fine. I ended up getting a good mark, thanks to my OSCE, because my OSCE I think I got 40, was it out of 40? Yeah, I think I got 39 out of 40, so I missed the 1 mark. I don't even know what that my 1 mark is, but I'm very grateful because that helped boost my mark from the test that I wrote, because guys, the test. Anyway, that was just me filling you guys in about surgery and how surgery end of block and the OSCE went. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thick thumbs up. Share this video with anyone who might like it, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, and make sure that you post the post notification. Make sure you post the post notification. Make sure you click the post notification bell. It's the bell that you will see once you subscribe, so that you don't miss another upload from me. I'm not very consistent, hey, but I try my best in terms of like school and balancing YouTube. But to be upfront, like I said previously, school is gonna come before YouTube, Shem, because my YouTube is based on my school life. So yeah, school comes first, but I try to edit and upload as much as I can when I get the time to. So please don't be mad at me. Please don't be mad at me. I'm trying my best, okay? I'm trying my best to be a YouTuber, but I'm not a YouTuber. But I am, but I'm not. What I'm saying, anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next vlog. Bye.